Hey, welcome to Sinbin Stream. Tonight, CFL football, Canadian Football League action between the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the Toronto Argonauts. Easy for me to say. Argos for short. And the Tiger Cats are 1-2, and the Argos are 1-3. Both teams won last week in week 4. All right, let me mute that just in case. All right, there we go. All right. Got to remember to keep the mic up. I'm watching this off my tablet right in front of me here. So I'll be a little bit behind this game tracker, I believe, on the CFL.ca site. So if you want to watch along, you're more than welcome to. In the U.S., you just have to go to the CFL.ca site and provide your name and an email address, and then you can watch on your phone, tablet, and I think your desktop. You just have to sign in each time. All right, Arbuckle is warming up for. That's Nick Arbuckle. He's 1-3 as a starter against Hamilton. That is the Argos. I love the Argos uniforms, kind of like the Titans maybe. They're light blue, and the Hamilton Tiger Cats. It's Bo Levi Mitchell. He's 3-0 versus Toronto, and the Tiger Cats have uniforms that look a little bit like the Steelers or Iowa Hawkeyes. All right, I guess we're still in pregame mode though. Not sure when kickoff will be. Excuse me. Hope everybody's having a nice 4th of July holiday. They're still warming up. Okay, I don't know how soon we're kicking off. Or at least they're showing stretching going on. All right. All right. Well, they're still doing pregame. We'll have to see how many more minutes till kickoff. All right, still doing pregame. All right, well, maybe they'll start like 6:35, 6:37, something like that. BMO Field in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. All right, we're at a commercial break. We'll see where we're going from here. All right, hope everybody's having a good holiday and has a good holiday weekend. Don't forget tomorrow, back to WNBA, another night off for them. They were off Monday, Wednesday, and today. Tomorrow night, 2 games. We're gonna do Sparks at Fever. Triple header Sunday. Monday double header. Tuesday, just a day game, or I should say morning game, because the night game is on sorry, ESPN, and I don't have access to ESPN. And then Wednesday, triple header, 11, 2:30, and 7. So we got some triple headers coming up over the next 5 days. I believe Thursday might be a packed day as well. I can check that out real quick right now. While we wait, they're still in commercial in Toronto. All right, so let's see. That's Monday. That's Tuesday. I won't get that Aces Liberty game. Wednesday, we'll skip the 10 a.m. and we'll just wait for the 11 and then the 2:30 and 7. Yep, and a doubleheader Thursday, but not late night. It's 2 in the afternoon and then the prime game at 6:30. Then the normal 6:30, 9 o'clock next Friday on Ion. All right, here's the teams in the CFL. You got the BC or British Columbia or BC Lions, Edmonton Elks. They changed their name from Eskimos, I guess, a while ago. Calgary Stampeders, Saskatchewan Roughriders. There used to be 2 Rough Rider teams. I think one of them split it into 2 words. But that other team must have folded. Winnipeg Blue Bombers, Hamilton Tiger Cats. That's who we're at tonight. They're favored by 4.5, I believe, over the Toronto Argonauts. Also, the Ottawa Red Blacks. They're probably the newest team. And the revival of the Montreal Alouettes. Only 9 teams. It's a 21-week schedule, and they have 3 bye weeks, so they play 18 games. They played 18 since I looked today. I think it's since like 86. All right, let's see. Yeah, they just have the roster page on their game tracker is not the greatest. It's not sorted by name or number. All right, they're showing a sky view of their former home near the is that Space Needle thing? Oh, the CN Tower it used to be. I don't know if it's still that, next to the old Sky Dome. That's not where we're at, though. We're at BMO Field. That's not whatever, if it's Rogers Center or whatever. That's not where the Argos play anymore. Just the Blue Jays, I believe. All right, we're still warming up, but I think we're about set to get going. I've got the rosters sorted by number in case I need to find anybody. The starter is Bo Levi Mitchell, number 19 for the Tiger Cats, and Nick Arbuckle for the Toronto Argos. All right, hopefully we get some live stats soon. I'll get ready here for the kickoff. Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a happy 4th of July and having a good weekend. Looks like we're about set for the kickoff. All right, so nothing yet, but it looks like they're getting close to the game tracker kicking in here. Oh, yeah, 14:54. Okay, so I will be behind a little bit. It's going to be hard to read that, I bet. Apologies, I should have seen how big it looked. All right, there's the kickoff returned up the right side to the 40. They play on a 110-yard field, so there's a there is a 55-yard line is what I'm trying to say. They only... What is going on with my clock? I cannot stop the clock. It moves no matter what I do. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why. I was hitting the play clock. I apologize. All right. 1st and 10 from the 42 for Toronto. Back to pass. Looking. Rolls to his left. And he'll get a gain of maybe 3 to the 45-yard line. And I apologize. I will fix the clock right now. So it'll be 2nd and should be 7. And I got to find the clock because they're showing the lineups right now. Oh, let me take this down. I apologize. All right, here we go. So 14 minutes to go now. All right, back to pass on 2nd and 7. It's caught for a first down, past midfield, inside the 50, and a first down for the Argos. They're going left to right. Pass from, who is that, Arbuckle to Middle, Mital. Oh, wait, I'm behind, I think. I should go. Here, let's just do the play-by-play. Kickoff, rush for 3, then a short pass for 19 yards. All right, we got 13:38 to go. I'll fix the clock. 1st and 10, swing pass to the flat, and it's going to be taken down. In another first down. Let's see where they mark them. Let's see. It looks like they paused the clock to move the chains, kind of like college or UFL. So I'll have to catch up in a little bit. Yeah, it was a little pass to the flat. 12-yard gain to the Hamilton 34 out of bounds. It was Wilborn. All right, back to run, actually, to the left side for a first down. Number 10, inside the 10 to the 5 and marked out of bounds at the 4. So 1st and goal coming up for the Argos on their first drive. 12:56, clock has stopped. Sorry, I'll get it together. Oh, you're kidding me. I can't go. Oh, jeez. Forgot the football clock is different. I'll have to go down a minute and up the seconds. All right, I'm a little bit behind on the clock. 1st and goal from the Hamilton 3, they say. All right, they send one guy. Oh, yeah, the goal. So they play 3 downs. You got 3 downs to get a first down. Handoff up the middle is stuffed short of the goal line at about the 1, maybe the 2. 12:30 to go, 2nd and goal. And I forgot I can't move the clock into 0, so I'll have to go down a minute and then up to catch up. Apologies. 2nd and goal. Looks like the play-by-play refreshes. I don't know how visible that is. Maybe I should just put this up there. Actually, the Argos are going left to right. I don't know why this thing shows. That's so confusing. I'm going to just do the play-by-play right there. Yeah, spoiler alert. All right, 2nd and goal, I think, from the 2. They're in shotgun, 11:50 to go. They hand it off left side. Number 6 runs it near the goal line. Ref signals a touchdown for the Argos. And it is 6-0 in favor of the home team at 11:39. So number 4 handed it off to number 6. So that was Arbuckle on the handoff. They get a rushing touchdown. We'll see what they do on the extra point here. Oh, clock rolling for the extra point. I forgot all about that. All right, they're going to kick it. I'm assuming this is 1. That was Brown for 2 yards and a touchdown. Kick is up at 11:25, and we have a 7-0 Argos lead. And a commercial break after the scoring play. So 7-0 Argos opening drive touchdown. And I cannot read. I should have found a pronunciation guide. I cannot read this Argos kicker. It is Hadrulahu, I think. Brown had that 2-yard rushing touchdown out of shotgun. Hope that's visible. I know on phones this is going to be a nightmare. Yeah, I didn't realize how bad Maybe I can expand it just a little bit. Maybe it'll make it a little bigger. Let me try that real quick. I don't know. Maybe that'll help a little. I'll try to center myself up a little bit. All right. I hope everybody's having a good 4th of July. Hope you're having a good holiday weekend as well. Thanks for watching along with me. Again, I am doing this off of CFL Plus, which you can access on CFL.ca. You just have to provide an email address and your name, and I want to say maybe your zip code, and then you can watch select games on CFL.ca. I won't get any of the games that are on CBS Sports Network. But as the WNBA takes some days off and there's nothing else, just plan to do a few of these, get warmed up for the NFL season coming in the fall. All right, they're back from break. They're showing the guy on the bench who got the touchdown. Yeah, I really like their numbers and their uniforms. They got dark blue pants, dark blue numbers, and this nice light blue with everything else. All right, kick is returned up the middle, basically. Yeah, between the numbers and the hash mark. At 11:20. Oh, what just happened to my... What the heck? I don't know what happened to my clock. I'm going to go this way to fix it. I apologize. Oh, yeah, I forgot to use the possession thing, too. My fault. All right, well, we got 1st and 10. Hamilton Tiger Cats, first possession. That is a handoff that goes for maybe a yard, 2 max. Oh, you only get 2 timeouts in the CFL. I apologize. I wasn't aware of that. Not sure if I can fix that. I will put that on each team, though. Apologies not knowing the rules there. All right, so that was a rush for 2 yards by Augustine. All right, 2nd down, snap. We got a penalty. Threw over the middle, incomplete, but again, a flag on the play at 10:31. We'll find out what this flag is. Offsides or false start. I guess offsides. I guess it must be one of those receivers in motion. It's declined, so they're going to punt because it's 3rd down. Sorry, I forgot to make it 2nd, so it's 3rd. And that's like 4th down in the NFL. They only have 3 downs to get. It was 3rd and 8, and they're going to punt. And the kick is away. And it's returned to the left side and out of bounds with 10:06 to go. And that'll send Arbuckle and the Argos offense back onto the field after another commercial. All right, I believe 10:06 is right. It is. Okay, so now possession back to the Argos. And let's do 1st and 10. Yeah, the main difference between CFL and NFL is you only get 3 downs to make 10 yards. And the field of play is 110 yards long, so there's a 55-yard line at midfield, I mean. And the end zones are much bigger. And so that means the goalpost is, the bar is at the goal line, and the stanchion or what it's on and what's padded is, just inside the end zone. Like the NFL, like back in probably the 60s. I think they moved that up or to the back of the end zone, or in the 70s, probably before the merger, if I remember right. I mean, by what I've read, I should say, not remember. All right, let's see. Yeah, this doesn't do much. This is behind. I don't know what this is trying to do. Plus, it's not going the way, the direction. Like on the TV, the Argos are going left to right, and the Ticats, Argos and Ticats are going right to left. So maybe if I just let this play through, it'll catch up. But again, it's backwards of what I'm seeing. So I think I will just keep putting we got some team stats. I don't know how visible that's going to be. Player stats I'll read off later. It's between Hamilton and Toronto. But let's just go with the play-by-play here. After the punt. All right, 1st and 10, Argos. All right. Snap. Back to throw over the middle between the hashes. And out for maybe a 6-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd and short. We'll call it 4. Let's see what they put. And I got to fix the clock again. Yeah, 9:30. I just got a glimpse of it behind the huddle. It's too complicated to try and do a play clock. 10 seconds on the play clock, actually. 2nd and 4. I was right. From the Toronto 27. Then they roll out to the right, throw it downfield, and it's picked off. Ticats bringing it past the 50, past the 55, inside the 40, and down to the 35. And a great interception there by the Ticats. And they get the ball. Oops, why didn't I hit the wrong button? With 9 minutes to go, it's going to be Ticats ball, 1st and 10. Huge turnover as the Argos went for the home run ball there. So they were trying to hit somebody on like an out route, or maybe, something to the outside near the numbers. He had to come back to the ball, and the defensive back played it perfectly. All right, we got 8:50 to go. They roll the clock even before the snap. 4 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. I guess they got it off. Didn't look like it. Long pass into the end zone and caught by the Ticats as he hit to the ground. And I guess I hit the wrong button to get the clock going. We got 8:31 to go, and we got a Ticats touchdown. And it is 7-6 Argos at 8:31. And we got an extra point coming up. Great throw, and just jump up and get it, jump ball situation, and the receiver came down with it. That was Mitchell deep left to Lawler for 35 yards, a one-play drive after the interception. And the extra point is up and good. So tie ball game with 8:31 to go in the first. Big 7 points off turnovers for the Ticats as they take advantage of what the Argos gave them. Yeah, we got a commercial and a timeout. All right, well, welcome, everybody. Let me know what you know about the CFL and any questions or comments. Thanks so much for those who have liked, and thanks those who have subscribed. I appreciate it. If you're watching and you haven't yet, or if you're watching and you're new here, first of all, welcome. If you like the live stream, please hit the like button on the video and hit the subscribe button to Sinbin Stream. It'll help get us recommended by YouTube to other potential viewers and help grow the channel. And you'll have my sincere thank you and appreciate your support. All right. But thank you, at least for your view. I do appreciate it. It all helps the channel. All right, we got 8:31 to go. We got the Ticats kicking off. That was Liggio. I don't know. Lieggghio on the kick. The kickers' names are a little tricky. Apologies for not getting a pronunciation guide prior to this game. Trying to spend the holiday with the family. So we had the outside receiver. Let's see, what did he do? Oh yeah, they ran a little bit of a cross. And he was in double coverage, but he just out-jumped the defensive back, number 27. Had it played well, but just turned back to find the ball. Just a split second late, and the receiver, Lawler, number 89, went up and made the catch. All right, so we got a kickoff coming up with 8:12 to... Oh, I forgot to wind the clock during the extra point. That's why I'm behind. And the return is out between the numbers and the near sideline, past the 30, short of the 35 at 8:06. All right, 8:06, first and 10 for the Argos as they try to regain the lead. And I hit the wrong team. All right. All right. Argos, first and 10 from their own 34. Oh, clock rolling. I keep forgetting they get the clock going. Handoff up the middle between the hashes out to the 40-yard line. So, give them a gain of maybe 7. It'll bring up second and short. We'll call it 3. We'll see what they call it. Second and 4 is correct. Oh, okay. Sorry. Second and 4, a gain of 6. That was Brown up the middle for 6 to the Toronto 40. All right, second and 4, 7:12 to go. Shotgun, back to pass to the left side, caught and short of the first down. Give him a gain of maybe 2 to bring up 3rd and 2. So again, only 3 downs to get 10 yards. We'll see what the Argos decide to do here. And it looks like they'll send out the kicking or the special teams or get the punting unit out to kick the ball away. 3rd and 2 from their own 42. 6:38 to go. Argos about to kick the ball away. Or they're in punt. They're on for punting formation. Oh, they got a run up. There we go. So they get to send some players in motion pre-snap. Forward, I mean, not side to side. Return to the right side. Oh, he bounces it out. He wasn't tackled. He's between the hash marks, dekes out the kicker, and it's up the left sideline into the side the 50, down maybe inside the 40. What a return by the Tiger Cats, and great field position on their second straight drive, the other one after a interception, and they scored on one play of 35 yards. I think we got, 6? Oh, I hit the wrong button. 6:04 to go. Yep, 6:04, first and 10 coming up for the Hamilton Ticats, or Tiger Cats. In good field position again. I got to get my phone out of my pocket. I think it's giving interference. Yeah, with my headphones. Hey. All right. So 7-7 after the let's see, 50-yard punt. Wooden returned it for 51 yards to the Toronto 41. So net -1 for the punter after a great punt, Haggerty. And they had him stopped up the right side, and they let him get away, and he just bounced it out and took it around the left side. Excuse me. All right. So, great. Defense and special teams are helping set up the Tiger Cats offense here in the first quarter. Yeah, I just wanted to get my clock a little better here. There we go. All right, clock rolling. It's a handoff to the left side inside the numbers. That's a gain of maybe 5, bringing up 2nd and 5 for the Tiger Cats. 5:38 to go. Now, yeah, there it goes. My clock's a little better now. All right, 15 on the the play clock, not the shot clock. Too much basketball. 2nd and 5 from the Argos 36. They got to get to the 31 for a first down. In shotgun, back to pass, looks right, throws, and it's an incomplete pass at 5:06. Bringing up 3rd and 5. Is this out of field goal range? Probably not from the 36. It's probably going to be, what, a 44-yarder? Bright sunny day still in Toronto right now, even though it's 8:03 Eastern time right now. All right, 3rd and 5. Looks like, oh, they are sending the kicker out. Mark Liggio. I'll just say Liggio. Lieggio. A 44-yarder. Yeah, the goalpost is at the or the crossbars at and the uprights are at the goal line. Kick is up and good at 4:47. So a 10-7 lead in favor of the visitors. And we got, what did I say? 4:47 to go in the first quarter. And we got a kickoff coming up after the field goal. 4:47 to go in the first. All right. I wonder if I can mess with the timeouts and the customization. Oh, okay, I guess you don't kick it off after it's 1st and 10 after a field goal. All right, run to the left. Almost fumbled it. He may have. I got to get my clock going down to 4:22. Yeah, there was definitely. So this is the Argos 1st and 10, but they're looking at if it's still their ball, which we don't know yet. It's going to be 2nd and long. And we got the clock is stopped at 4:17. So did he hang on to it, or what's the call here? And they were in shotgun. They handed it to the guy that had the touchdown, number 6. As he was going down before his knee or butt was down. It looks like Garbett maybe forced the fumble for the Hamilton. And no, it's 2nd and 11 as we're back to pass and a sack, and it's going to be a punt by the Toronto Argos. It's going to be 3rd and long. 3:35 to go. All right, so 3rd and forever after that sack. Brown lost a yard. Yeah. Garbett recovered by oh, it was forced by Garbett. Yeah, I was right. All right, so back to kick it away. The punting unit. There's the kick. And the kick ball is received inside the 20, and the returner takes it out past the 35 to about the 37 with 2:58 to go in the first quarter. So it will be Tiger Cats ball with the 3-point lead and a 1st and 10 coming up. Again, both these teams won last week in week 4. All right. Clock rolling, 2:45. Back to pass, avoids the rush, steps up and takes a sack. It'll be about a 2nd and 15 coming up. At least. 2:30 to go. Second and 15 on their own 31. Wait, why are they saying Toronto 31? It's the Tiger Cats 31, not the Argos 31. I don't understand. Well, maybe I'm just misinterpreting how the Canada does it. Back to pass, looking. Mitchell throws a long bomb down the middle, caught at the 30, keeps his feet, and that's going to be an easy touchdown on 2nd and 15, and it's number 89 again. Unbelievable with 150 to go. What a play. What I say, 150? Sorry, I grabbed the wrong button on the clock. So we got a 16-7 game. It was 7-0 Argos at one point, and we got an extra point coming up. Great pass by Mitchell and found, what was his name? Lawton? No, I'm sorry, Lawler. Number 89, Lawler with 2 touchdowns today. We got the extra point kick coming up. 1:42 to go. All right, here's the kick. There, we're getting set. Snap. Hold is down. Kick is right down the middle. And it is now 17-7 in favor of the road team, the Hamilton Tiger Cats. So miscues by the Argos defense and special teams have led to a 17-0 run in progress here. 17 unanswered points here by the Tiger Cats. It's off the tablet, yeah. You can use this TV, it's fine. Downstairs? Okay, well, Noah can use this one. It's fine. I'm sorry. Yes, your brother can use this one. Sorry. All right. Oh, I got to fix the time. What are we at? 1:29. All right, so I wasn't too far off. All right, so we should have a kickoff. All right, so that was news to me that after a field goal, you just get the ball at the 40. That's different. No kickoff.
Really?
Yeah, they kick off after touchdowns, though.
I mean, at least they do that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it should be touchdowns day because it's more points.
Huh?
I feel like it should be touchdowns because it's more points.
Well, that's what they're doing. That's how they've been playing it. Because after the field goal, unless I missed it, maybe I missed the kick. All right, return up the far side between the numbers and the sideline, past the 30 to maybe the 32, with 1:22 to go. The Argos trailing by 10 after being up 7-0 at one point in this game. Bo Levi Mitchell now past 40,000 career passing yards, moving him to 11th place. He's got 511 to go to pass Tracy Ham for 10th all time in CFL history.
Good for him.
All right, so we got 1st and 10. And I'm having trouble with my score thing here. 1st and 10, another run for not much. So we got 2nd and long, probably at least 7. Let me check the play-by-play. Under a minute to go in the opening quarter. 2nd and 5. All right. I didn't see the whole run. Apologies. Excuse me. All right. Here we go. 2nd and 5 from their own 37. Over the middle. It's caught by 83. No, 83. And he spun down short of the 55-yard line. It's Ungerer, the third. Number 83. What a pass and catch. Finally, a bright spot for the Argos with 13 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Nice catch near the hash mark, and he took it, and then he got spun down by number 30 on the Tiger Cats. That's going to be it for the first quarter. Hamilton takes a 10-point lead. Oh, actually, I apologize. The clock ran out. I guess you get to run one more. Run up the middle, and that's going to be another first down inside Tiger Cats territory. And now that should be the end of the first. Okay, wasn't aware of that. All right, end of the first quarter. We have the Tiger Cats 17 and the Argonauts 7. So let me reset the clock real quick before I forget. It should be first down for the Argos to start the second quarter. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be back. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just leave these play-by-play up. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we are back. All right, end of the first quarter. Happy 4th of July. All right, we got some stats. 6-2 first downs, Argos. The Tiger Cats touchdowns have been long passes. 114 passing yards, Cats. Argos 76. Not much rushing, obviously. It's a 3-down league. All right. We're getting ready for the second quarter. That's why the play-by-play is acting goofy. All right. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday night and holiday here in the States and around the world. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. Thanks for watching along. If you're new here, welcome. If you like the live stream, please hit the like button on the video and hit the subscribe button to Sinbin Stream. All right, pass to the right, taken by the numbers and close to a first down, but it's going to be a second and probably 1 or 2 here coming up for the Argos. They're going right to left this quarter. It was Coxey, number 86 on the catch for 8 or 9 yards. All right, yeah, if you hit the like or the subscribe, one or both, it's 2nd and 3. I apologize, at the Hamilton 37. Doing one or both will help get us recommended by YouTube to other potential viewers and help grow the channel. Thank you so much for your support. 2nd and 3. Handoff. Oh, it is a handoff, and the Tiger Cat snuffed it out. And it's a big loss. This is going to be 3rd and long, and I don't know if they're out of field goal range or not. All right, 3rd and long, and we'll see what they decide to do. It's got to be at least 10, I think. That run didn't fool anybody. Yeah, Coxey had the first catch for, well, they say 8 in the play-by-play, and now a 7-yard loss. So we got a long field goal attempt coming up, and it's up, and it's good. 17-10 at 13:20. That was a long field goal. And the Argos pull back to within a touchdown at 17-10. Wow. Nice nice special teams. Let's see how long that was. $50 yards out. Wow. All right. So 1st and 10 from the 40. So maybe that's to so you're not as inclined to go for a field goal. You give up the ball at the 40. There's no kickoff. All right. That's a handoff up the middle for maybe 2. And we got a 2nd and 8 coming up for the Tiger Cats, who still have the 7-point lead here. All right, 12:45 to go. Yeah, I'm going to have to catch my clock up, I think, somehow. Let me go this way then. Oh, I'll go, yeah. Oh, I went the wrong way. Wanted to go this way. All right, out to the left side and a first down to Lawler again with 12:25 to go. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry about that. Really screwing up my... So on 2nd and 8, they pick up the first down. It was a pass to the left side, and Lawler took it for the first down. 12:06 to go. 1st and 10 at the Hamilton 52, so they're still on their half of the field. All right, they hand off left side. It's going to be a first down inside Argos territory. 11:44 to go in the opening half. All right. Yeah, good handoff. They were in shotgun. The back was to the right. He ran it to the left after taking it. It was number 27. And that was Augustine for 10 yards and a first down for the Ticats. All right, 11:20 to go. 8 on the on the play clock. Shotgun, another handoff left side. Number 5 gets about 6 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 4. Good run by the Ticats again. This season, Augustine has run 15 times for 49 yards. All right, we have another second and what is it? Second and 5 is what they called it. Shotgun throws to the flat on the right side, and he runs it for the first down. That's number 5, right up the hash marks on the right side. I think that was Bell. Yeah, Bell, number 5, for 9 yards and a first down. Little swing pass in the flat to the back, and he took it enough for the first down. Between the hash marks and the numbers, I guess he wasn't on the hash marks. I apologize. All right, under 10 to go in the opening half. Shotgun. They fake the handoff, throw to the left side, and they are going to be about 1 yard short of first down. Number 17 on the reception. So we'll see if it's 2nd and 1, maybe 2nd and 2. It looks like 2nd and 1 for the Ticats. Wearing all black unis and, pants, helmets, and jerseys. They've got yellow striping, yellow numbers, yellow letters. And the helmet has a yellow stripe up the middle. All right, 2nd and 1 from the Toronto 24, and it's a QB sneak, and it looks like is that Mitchell picked it up as the clock rolls down as we approach 9 minutes to go, and it's another first down for Hamilton. Oops, sorry, I keep kicking that. I'm trying to recenter myself a little bit too. All right, it is Mitchell in shotgun. He's got Bell lined up to his right. We got 8:42 clock rolling and a first down at the Toronto 21-yard line. 6 on the play clock. A pass to Bell on the left side. He fumbled out of bounds. Are they going to call this a catch at 8:26? Let's see what they say. 8:22, clock continues to roll, 2nd down. But was that a catch? He caught it, and as he was heading out of bounds, he fumbled it out. But I want to see what they say before. I think it's going to be 2nd and 4 or 5, depending on what they call here. It is 2nd and 4, so they gave him a catch. Under 8 to go. Shotgun. Back to pass, throws left side in the flat. Near the goal line, is he in? It is. It's a touchdown for the Tiger Cats. As they answer right back, and it's 23-10 Tiger Cats at 7:48. Nice pass, nice catch by number 88, and he housed it. And there's the play-by-play. Mitchell short to Turnowski. Number 88, yep, went through 2 defenders and made it into the end zone. Nice play. So we got an extra point coming up. And we'll see what they do. All right, they're going to kick it with 7:40. Whoops, I got my clock a little too fast. All right. On for the kick. There's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up and pretty much down the middle and good at 7:32. So the Tiger Cats back now have a 14-point lead. That's their biggest lead because they were down 7-0. They led 17-7, then 17-10, and now they take their biggest lead at 14. With 7.5 to go in the opening half. So 7:32 to go in the second quarter. All right. Let's see. Does that picture look all right? I'm just double checking. Yeah. All right. Let me full size my screen. I know some of this might be hard to read. I know the records are pretty small. Hamilton Tiger Cats 1-2. Toronto Argonauts are 1-3. They both won in week 4. It's a 21-week season. You play 18 games and you get 3 bye weeks because there's 9 teams in the USFL, so somebody's off every week. All right, still at commercial, so we'll have a kickoff since it was a touchdown. And provided they don't fumble the kick, it will be Argos football again. All right. Looks like they're about ready to kick off. Showing another look at the touchdown. Left side. And took it between 2 defenders and into the end zone. Good throw by Mitchell to find the open man. That was Turnowski, number 88, on the touchdown reception. Okay, the clock doesn't roll until they catch it. Okay, I didn't realize that's what they did. Rolls for everything else, it seems like. All right, 7:27 to go. Argos ball. They have a 1st and 10 in their own territory. Not much on the kick return. Oh, boy, and they're going to commercial after the kickoff. Great. All right, so we're at commercial. CFLshop.ca if you want to get some swag for the CFL teams and show your support. I don't currently have any yet. We'll see how these do. It wouldn't be bad getting CFL stuff, but I'm working on my WNBA shirts to enhance. And I support one team, the Green Bay Packers, if you didn't know. And the second favorite team is whoever is playing the Minnesota Vikings. And more, whoever's playing the Lions, and then possibly whoever's playing the Bears. Though the Bears have rarely been good in the last 30-some years. At the same time that the Packers are. 2010, when we beat them to get to the Super Bowl, was extra nice as well. All right, should be back from commercial shortly. That's too bad that they take a break after. And speaking of, they're highlighting, I guess TSN's highlighting their first game. Yep, I get to see that rotten guy on Detroit doing that headstand like the high schooler. So awesome. I guess somebody in the CFL has tried to do it. But it looked like it was a lineman eligible for the Argos last week or last. Yeah, they're showing the guy now. Yeah, I do like the Argos uniforms. I mean, the Hamiltons are pretty sharp too. All right, 7:18 to go. I forgot to wind the clock as they get it going before pre-snap. Back to pass, throws, left side, caught, and big hit and out of bounds, short of the first down, but it should be 2nd and short coming up, maybe 2. We'll see what they put on the broadcast. Okay, I don't need to see this. I'm in St. Brown headstand anymore. All right, it was a gain of 8, so it'll be 2nd and 2. It was by Brissett at the 33. So Toronto Argos in their own territory, obviously, still. All right, 6:39 to go. I forgot to. All right. Handoff up the middle. Do they get it? Yeah, they get enough for the first down. Good carry. I guess to the left side. I said middle. I apologize. 1st and 10 with 6:20 to go in the opening half. All right. Let's see where they marked the ball. That was Brissett on the first catch, then Brown for 4 yards. And now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Shotgun, back to pass. Arbuckle throws left side, incomplete at 5:52. So we got 2nd and 10 coming up for the Argos. Arbuckle missed Brown on the pass. It was a little wide. All right, clock rolling already. Second and 10 from the 43 and shotgun. Back to pass, looking right. Steps up in the pocket, decides to keep it, runs forward, gets hit at the 50, and it'll bring up 3rd and 4. So I'm believing they're going to have to get the punting unit on the field on 3rd and 4 here. Let's see what they credited Arbuckle, number 4, with here. It was, yeah, let's do that. Run for 7. So, yeah, I don't see. They've got the punter back. They're in punting formation. Snap, and the kick is way in the air. Far sideline. Return, and not much doing. And we stop the clock at 4:40. Hamilton offense takes the field once again, 1st and 10, and they have a 14-point lead with 4:40 to go in the second. So that was a 57-yard kick by the punter, Haggerty. Wooden return 10 yards to the Hamilton 13, 1st and 10 coming up for the Ticats. All right, let's see what we can get as far as, yeah, this is useless. I'm not going to use this. Team stats. All right, let's take a look here. We'll make sure we go over these at halftime. 162 passing for Hamilton, 92, for Toronto. Let's see. 1 sack for each team. 1 tackle for loss for Hamilton. Red zone, they're each 1 for 1. Each team lost a fumble. I mean, each team fumbled, but neither team lost one. But the Argos threw an interception. That interception was returned for 32 yards. All right, we'll take a look at that at halftime. Let's get back to the play-by-play. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to kick the table here. And the mic is slipping on the mic stand holder. All right. First and 10 coming up for Hamilton. .429 to go. Back to pass. Over the middle. It's incomplete. Trying to hit Lawler again at 4:21. Bringing up 2nd and 10 deep in their own territory. All right, when are they going to wind the clock? 2nd and 10. It says from their own 12. There's the clock. Now it's rolling. Just missed Lawler. He's lucky he didn't get lit up by the Argos defender. Right between 2 defenders. Just couldn't come up with it. All right, 2nd and 10 in shotgun. 4 minutes to go. Did they get the playoff in time? Apparently, steps up and is sacked, and 3rd and long, under 4 minutes to go. We'll say 3rd, and I think it's 15. They'll probably say 14 if I had to guess. Not sure. So the punting unit will take the field, and they'll have to kick it away. So that was a sack by Casey. Yeah, minus 5 yards, bringing up 3rd and 15 from their own 7. And how is the goalpost? He's way back in his own end zone. You got to make sure you don't hit this off the goalpost. This is be interesting here. All right, there's the snap. Punt or kick is away. And catch inside their own territory. Now they're at the center line. Now they retreat back inside their own 50, inside their own 40. We're going the wrong way. Argo's up the left side, trips over the center line, and is down at about the 52-yard line with 2:51 to go in the opening half. He went way east and west and south before heading north, or whichever end he needs to go. Oh, excuse me. So 1st and 10, and it's Argo's ball after the punting unit gets off the field. All right, 1st and 10 coming up for the Argos, trailing by 14. Maybe they can get something on the board before halftime and cut this lead down. Argos had the ball first, so I imagine that means Hamilton's getting it to start the second half. All right, let's move this window a little bit. Got 2:51 to go. Yeah, we'll take a look at the numbers at the halftime. So a quick 2 and out for the Tiger Cats. Incomplete. They're trying to hit Lawler. And then a sack taken by Mitchell. So it brought up 3rd and 15, and they had to kick it away. Constantino with a 50-yard kick and the return of 5, although he went way east and west and away from where he was supposed to go before he went forward and got those 5 yards, and I think he got tripped up by himself at like the center line, the 55-yard line, if you will. All right, hope you're enjoying Friday Night Football. Happy 4th of July to everybody watching in the States. If you're watching in Canada, hope you're having a good start to your weekend. All right, 1st and 10 coming up. And 2:43 to go. 1st and 10 at the Hamilton 52. Shotgun, back to pass, throws right, caught, and taken down about 3 yards, make it 4 yards short of the first down. We'll have a 2nd and 4 after a gain of 6. That was Arbuckle to Brown, number 6, for 6 yards. All right. 2nd and 4. Over the middle, incomplete at 2:24. Whoops. Apologies for the clock issues there. 2:24 to go. And a 3rd and 4. What do you do here if you're the Argos? Should have been caught. I don't know if it got tipped by Talbert, the defender, but it looked like, I don't know, maybe Daniels. Is that the guy who took his eye off the ball? Yeah, Daniels. All right, 3rd and 4 at the Hamilton 46. Tough decision here for the Argos. And apparently, after making a 50-yard field goal, they're going to go for another. This is going to be much longer. 53-yard attempt. The kick is away, and it is on line and good. Holy smokes, at 2:18, a 53-yard field goal And it is now a 24-13 game. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hamilton Tiger Cats at their own 40. But we do get a commercial break here. Or maybe not. All right, no, they were just showing some stats for somebody. All right, so back to an 11-point game. All right, back to pass, throws to the right side. It's caught and breaks a tackle, and he's about a yard short of the first down. They'll stop the clock at 2:11. And I think it's 2nd and 1. Clock is stopped. Maybe, I don't know, inside of however many minutes they stop the clock. Not sure. They're at the Hamilton, their own 49. Now the clock's rolling again. 2:05 to go. All right. Snap. Taken. Plunged ahead. I think it was a QB sneak and a first down. Stops the clock at 1:54. So we got a 1st and 10 now for the Ticats. Whoops, did I screw up? Just a CFL fan, not just announcing a football game. All right, Bo Levi Mitchell, 8 of 11, 171. I like the Argos uniforms, I'll say that much. All right, shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws, caught center line at the 55-yard line for a gain of about 4 at 1:35, bringing up about 2nd and 6, I assume, as we look at the replay. Oh, yeah, I can see you've got the Argos logo, so assuming you're an Argos fan. All right, we got 2nd and 6, clock running at 1:28. Yes, I'm American. That's how I get this game off of CFL Plus in America, in the Chicago area. All right, back to pass, throws left, caught, but short of the first down. Second effort, he gets the first down. 1st and 10 at 1:11, and they stop the clock, I assume, to move the chains. Yeah, I have not watched a lot of CFL. I've been interested, but I just never knew they had this available. I thought it was mostly on ESPN or something, and just found this CFL Plus when there was no other sports for me to stream here in the U.S. And I like football. Obviously, I love the NFL, and I watched the UFL a little bit this year. Shotgun, back to pass. Mitchell looking, throws left, or over the middle now. And it's a caught, and it'll bring up 2nd down at 48 seconds to go in the half. That was gain of maybe 5. We'll see what they say 4. So 2nd and 6. All right, clock is rolling. 40 seconds to go. All right, they're at the Argos, let's see, 44-yard line. They looked like they were offside. Yep, they blow the play dead. I think some of the wide receivers in forward motion had jumped off before the snap. Yeah. Ref made, let's see, this, I don't know if that's illegal formation or just, time countdown from 26 now. Or will they use a timeout to avoid the penalty? Not sure of the rules here. All right. 3rd and 6, so they'll loss a down on that penalty. So it looks like the Hamilton Tiger Cats might kick it away here. From the 44. Yeah, that would be 50 plus. 52. I don't know how good their kicker is. Yeah, that'd be, I don't know. All right, here is the punter. He gets the kick away. We got 25 seconds left. Return from inside the 5, out past the 10, and Argo's ball. I assume they're going to kneel with 18 seconds to go in the opening half. 1st and 10. Oh, I guess that's it. They don't even need to kneel down. That's going to be the half, looks like. Oh, maybe not. I thought they were heading to the locker room. I apologize. They do have to run one play. Yes, my mom was from Wisconsin. Yes, that is a rivalry. My dad was a Bears fan. My mom was a Packers fan, and so was my brother and one of my sisters. My one sister is a Bears fan. All right, they threw a pass to the flat. They get out of bounds with about 11 seconds to go, but we have a flag on the play. So we'll have to see what that's for with 11 seconds to go in the first half. Holding on Toronto. Still first down. So I'm assuming it's a 10-yard penalty, but I'm not sure. All right, they will kneel, and that will be the end of the half. After the penalty, they kneeled. Oh, it was 2nd and 18. Maybe, yeah, after the kneel. Okay. So maybe holding was not. All right, that is halftime. Let me see. We have the Hamilton Tiger Cats with 24 and the Toronto Argonauts with 13. And we'll go through the stats in a moment. Let me get ready with the clock, too, before we... Oh, I see. I just reset the... Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, we're at halftime. Thanks so much for your view. I appreciate it. Thanks to anybody who hit the like button and who has previously subscribed. If you're new here, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. If you are, please hit the like button on the video and hit subscribe to Sinbin Stream on YouTube. It'll help us get recommended to other potential viewers and help grow the channel. Thank you so much for your support. All right, before I break, let's take a quick look at some of the halftime stats. And again, yeah, it should be, Hamilton ball, I think, to start the second half because the Argos started with the ball and got a touchdown on their opening drive. Since then, they've only managed 2 field goals, and obviously the Tiger Cats woke up and they've had 24. All right. I guess maybe the Tiger Cats didn't want to kick a field goal in case they missed it late in the half and give the Argos a chance to drive down the field. All right, team stats. Let's just look at the... All right, well, 186 passing for the Tiger Cats, 98 for the Argos. Rushing 31 for the Cats, 44 for the Argos. Net offense. Whoops. Sorry, I didn't mean to punch the mic stand. 207 yards for the Tiger Cats and 132 for the Argonauts. Let's see. It looks like 9 first downs for the Ticats and 7 for the Argos. 1 sack, loss of 7 by the Ticats. 2 sacks, loss of 10 for the Argos. Second down attempts, 7 for 10 by the Ticats. Only 4 of 10 by the Argos. Argos have the only turnover. They threw an interception, which after the return, it led to a one-play touchdown, about 35-yard pass to tie the game at 7-7. Only 1 penalty for the Tiger Cats and 1 for 6 yards for the Argos. Each team fumbled but didn't lose the ball. 1 for 1 in the red zone, each team. 1 tackle for loss for the Ticats. 1 interception return for 32 yards by Hamilton. Field goals, 1 for 1. It was 44 yards for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and 2 for 2, a 53-yarder, and the other one I believe was 50 for the Argos. And 3 punts each team, and the punt return yards are good as well, especially for the Tiger Cats. I mean, all right. Yeah, time of possession pretty much dead even. 14:50 for Hamilton, 15:10 for Toronto. All right, so for Hamilton, Bo Levi Mitchell, 11 for 14, 186 yards, 3 touchdown passes, a long of 79, and a 13. Is that right? And a 13.3 average. That seems I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a scoring play. I'm just misremembering. All right. 3 carries for 15 yards leads the way, a long of 10 for Johnny Augustine. Greg Bell, 2 for 11. That name sounds familiar. And Ante Milonovic Litre, 2 for 5. Receiving 4, that's targets. So 3 catches for Lawler, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yards after catch, 39. 41 is his average. 79 is the long. Okay, it was a touchdown then. Turnowski, 2 for 22 and a touchdown. Greg Bell, 3 for 19. Keandre Smith, 2 for 13. Shamar Bridges, 1 for 9. All right, a sack for Julian Hauser, number 95. Interception for Deshaun Amos. 7 tackles for losses for Devin Verusuk. Is that right? I didn't think they had that. All right. Maybe that's just regular tackles. I'm not sure. All right, field goals, 1 for 1 for 44 yards, 3 extra points for number 33, Mark Ligio. And on the punts, Nick Constantino, 3 for 50, 62 long, 150 yards. None inside the 10. Returns, Isaiah Wooden, 3 for 78, long of 51. Kickoffs and kickoff returns, Wooden, 1 for 23. And for Toronto, Nick Arbuckle, 8 for 11, 98 yards, but an interception, long of 31. And Kevin Brown, 8 carries, 22 yards, and a touchdown, long of 12. 1 carry for 12 for Dijon Brissett, and Nick Arbuckle, 2 for 10. Kevin Mittal, 3 catches, 52 yards. Ungerer the third, 1 for 17. Coxey, 2 for 15. 1 for 8. Brissett, 1 for 6. Brown, 1 target. Yeah, for this guy. All right. And on the defense, a sack for Casey and Johnson. That should be about it. Number 70, Liram. Okay, I'm double checking. I gotta check everything. We lost power here briefly. Fortunately, I think it's back on, but having a little bit of issues right now. I hope I'm live. Let me check my channel page. Can you check real quick? Let's see. Okay, okay. If not, don't worry. I almost got it. Well, at least it happened at halftime. It's the one time I could do it. All right, I think we're good. Hopefully the audio sounds all right. Apologies, power outage there. Luckily it came back on. It blipped again. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sinbin admin. All right, hopefully we didn't lose everybody. Sorry for the issues there. We are live again. All right, again, power outage. It's been hot in the Chicago area. So we overuse of air conditioning, I guess, and we lost power. All right, I got to get back. Okay, I've got my overlay back. Now I got to get the play-by-play back for CFL.ca. Oh, good. My tabs just opened back up, so that's good. All right, I think we were done with the player stats anyways. I don't remember where we were. I know we were doing the defense. We had gotten Toronto's sacks. And I had just gone through the kicker. 2 for 2, 53 long, and 1 extra point. I think his other one was 50. Let's see. Yeah, not much for them on kicker returns. So, all right, I'm going to take a quick break, then I'll be back. Sorry about the power outage. Not much I can do. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks for watching. top off my water. Yeah, I probably lost everybody that was watching. Oh well. Can't be helped. Huh? Alright, we are back. Hopefully everybody returns. Can't help it. The power blipped. Luckily it eventually came right back, but I'm amazed the router didn't have to like completely recycle because that sometimes, or reboot because that sometimes takes 5 minutes. All right. Still at halftime, but I think I will reset the clock. All right. All right. Finally, looks like it's about to be sunset in Toronto. At least the skyline they're showing. Sure, the lights are on at the field. Yep, they definitely are. Ryan Dinwiddie is 3-8 when trailing at halftime in the last 2 seasons. The Argos head coach, I assume, should be getting to the kickoffs shortly here to get the second half underway. All right, there's the kick. I got to wait till they actually catch it, I believe. There it is, taken inside the 15, up the numbers, the near sideline. Now down the sideline and pushed out of bounds just at the 55-yard line, I believe, with 14:53 to go. Great start to the second half for the Tiger Cats. First and 10 near the midfield stripe. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sorry, had a brief power outage. That's why the stream went away, but we're underway here in the second half. Bless you. Sin bin admin. All right, first and 10, clock rolling. They are actually inside their own territory at their own 53-yard line. Hamilton hands it off up the middle, gain near the 50. Maybe they give him the 49 and second and maybe 2 coming up here. Hamilton in their black unis going right to left this half. It's either second and 2 or second and 1. We'll see what they say. All right, man, they are showing this replay forever. 14 minutes to go now. Oh, shoot, I got to fix the clock. Second and 3, they say. Shotgun, another handoff between the numbers and the hash. He's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd and inches. I'll just put 3rd and 1. So a gain of 2. About 13:40 to go. Yeah, let me, I'll try to fix my clock the other way. Whoops, wrong stinking way. 13:22. All right, there we go. 3rd and inches. I put 1. All right, bunched formation under center, takes a QB sneak, and looks like he got it. Yeah, let's see. First we had a bell run for 7, then a bell run for 2, and now a QB sneak. Wait, what? Actually, I guess it wasn't a QB sneak. Number 34 rushed for a yard? That's not what I saw. I think that play-by-play is wrong. Oh, I guess they didn't. Yeah, okay. It was a direct snap then. Wasn't actually the QB. All right. It was that guy. Yeah, that should be up. Should be a first down. I forgot to mark it. All right. Tiger Cats back to their regular quarterback. They got 12 on the play clock. All right. In shotgun. There's the snap. Another handoff up between the hash marks. Maybe a gain of 3. It's going to be second and long. Probably 2nd and 7, but we'll see what they put on the broadcast. 12 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kevin Iben, the defensive coordinator for the... Oh, defensive co-coordinator with Jason Shivers. Okay. For the Argos. I didn't realize that. All right. 2nd and 7 in shotgun. Back to pass. Over the middle. White, number 12, has the catch on the first down, and just a shoestring tackle inside the 30 prevented a touchdown. I think he was going to blow by the remaining secondary. 1st and 10 for the Tiger Cats. That was Mitchell to White for 16 yards and a first down at the Toronto 27. Good catch and good throw. Good catch by White, good throw by Mitchell. I got under 11 to go here in the third quarter. All right, 1st and 10, shotgun or back to pass. Mitchell swing pass to the left. It's White again. He's by the numbers. Now he's inside the 15, pushed out of bounds, and another first down. Clock stops at 10:43, probably as they move the chains. Another 1st and 10. They faked the handoff to White, and then they threw a swing pass in the flat to him. And he picked up the first down. It was pushed out of bounds. 10:36 to go. 1st and 10 at the 13. Back to pass. Looking. Throws left. Caught. Down near the 5-yard line. 2nd and short coming up. 2nd and maybe 3. Maybe he's at the 6-yard line. Let's see what they say on the TV broadcast. Pass to Lawler for 8, so it should be 2nd and 2 coming up at about the 6. 10 minutes to go in the third. It is 2nd and 2. But they're between the 5 and the 6. They need to get to the 3 to get a first down or get the touchdown here. Or they could still go for it on third. Shotgun. It's a handoff left side. First down. Near the goal line, he fumbled on the ground, but the ref is saying he was down by contact. So 9:36, and we got a 1st and goal coming up for the Tiger Cats from Hamilton. Oh, shoot. I forgot it doesn't capitalize. I want to capitalize goal. 1st and goal after the carry for the first down by Bell. It was good for 4. Down to the 1. He fumbled as he got tackled down at the 1. All right. In shotgun, a back to each side. Motion to the right. He rolls to the right, looks, throws in the end zone, tipped by the Argos and caught for a touchdown by number 4. Unfortunate break. Looked like Toronto should have had an interception, and they ended up tipping it And that is another Hamilton touchdown, making the game 30-13. But we do have a flag on the play, so hold the phone right there. At 8:47, the refs get together to discuss it. All right, I'm not. Maybe I can turn it up, hear what they're talking about. Sounds like it's first and goal. It was a 5-yard penalty on Hamilton, so no touchdown. Let me take that off the board then. Wait, can I just type the score in here? Nope. Are you kidding me? All right, still 24-13. Still first and goal, but they had to back up 5 yards. Clock rolling. I apologize. 8:33 to go in the third quarter. Shotgun handoff up the middle, inside, and for a touchdown. Now they get the touchdown at 8:25 on a running play. What the heck? Did I screw up? All right, whatever. It's a touchdown now. I thought I put it to 24. I guess I accidentally did 30. All right, so now it's 30-13. I could have sworn I stopped at 24. My bad. And I think the clock is going to roll now as they line up for the extra point. All right. Yep, 8:15 to go. Snap, hold, kick is on the way. It's up, and it is good. Right down the middle at 8:07. And it is 31-13, almost halfway through the third quarter. All right, so 31-13. Tiger Cats just continue to dominate. They were down 7-0 in this game, and it was 17-10 and 24, and then ended up being 24-13 at the half. But now it's 31-13. Forgot to put in the halftime score. $13 with what? 8:07 to go in the third. After a opening drive, well, they had a great kickoff return to almost midfield. Then they had a solid drive, had to avoid some penalties, or had to overcome a penalty on first and goal. But now it's 31-13 as they convert it. All right, so we should have a kickoff shortly, and it should be Tiger Cat ball, Argos ball, provided they don't fumble the kick off. Greg Bell, 7 carries for 34 yards, and now a touchdown. All right, on the return, they flip it. They were running towards the center, then tossed it, and they run it to the left down the sideline. One man to beat. I think we got to Kickoff return touchdown. And Toronto answers right back at 7:51. A little trickery, and they get right back in the game. Hamilton with terrible kick coverage there, and it's now a 31-19 game with 7:51 to go in the third. So a kickoff return touchdown. They kicked it to the far sideline, right on the numbers at about the 10. They ran it to the hash mark, tossed it left, and they just went down the sideline. The first guy missed, and he had nobody else there to cover. Somebody could have made that play and just missed. And not to, say that the Argos didn't block it well, but wow. All right, and we should have an extra point coming up here for the Argos, who answer right back. Yeah, clock rolling as we get set for the extra point. And it looks like they're going for 2 from the 3-yard line. They are 3 for 3 this season. Shotgun, fake the handoff, rolls right, gets hit, avoids the sack, tries to throw it and fumbles it, or I think they ruled incomplete at 7:26. So they failed on the conversion. They were trying to cut it to a 10-point lead. We got 7:26 to go in the third. And what is it? That was a... Come on, how long was the kickoff return? They don't even have it in the play-by-play. Unbelievable. 7:26 to go, and a quick answer. Oh, here we go. They kicked it. Brown returned it 6 yards, and then he lateraled it to Grant, who took it the rest of the way. So they don't even have... All right, it was to the 11. So was that a 99-yard... 11... Yeah. 99 plus 11 is 110 yards. So it was a 110-yard return, and the return and sorry. I guess it was 90. That doesn't make any sense. Wait, 90. It should be 93. Yeah, 93 of them were by Grant after the lateral. Holy cow. Yeah. All right, and that's where we stand. All right. So, 99-yard kickoff return on a lateral after 6 yards, and it's 31-19. And he's only had 13 career kickoff returns. Oh, sorry. I started my clock a little early. I'll pause it. Oh, almost a free ball. Hamilton finally grabbed it and returned. It was a bit of a short kick up the near sideline. They never rolled the clock. Okay. They only had 1 second expire off the clock. That's a little odd. All right. And, of course, the ball is now in Toronto's possession. I'm sorry, Hamilton's possession. Yeah, Brown tossed it, and they had like one man to beat. The guy missed. He made one guy miss. The rest of the team blocked it up, and nobody could catch him down the far sideline. Unbelievable. All right, clock rolling at 7:13. Back to pass, looking. Mitchell throws to the back, out of the backfield. He takes it forward and lunges near. Oh, they're going to mark him. It's Litre, Litre, with the catch. Under 3 to go in the... I'm sorry, under 6 to go in the third quarter is what I was trying to say. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to do 1st and 10. It's 2nd and probably 1. 2nd and inches. I'm wondering if we're missing a play because they are showing a replay of the kick and the celebration of the sideline a long time. Mickey Donovan, the Argos special teams coordinator. That's who they're showing right now. All right, clock is stopped at 6:42. Maybe there was an injury. Oh, they brought out the chains to measure for the first down, and they actually give it to him.
What's the score?
It is 31-19. The Argos had a 99-yard kickoff return.
Nice.
That one guy ran it for 6 yards and then pitched it, and they went the other way down the sideline. All right, so it is Hamilton ball with the 12-point lead. We got 6:42 to go in the third after the measurement. Clock is stopped still. Maybe they're repositioning the chains. All right, in shotgun. Now the clock is rolling. 6:39. All right, there's the snap. High. He gets it, hands it off. Gain of maybe 1 or 2 up the left side. Should be 2nd and 8. Let's see what they call, though. All right, yeah, they did give Bell a carry for 2 to the Hamilton 51. Hamilton with a 2nd and long here, 2nd and 8. There's more in the basement. 6 minutes to go in the third. 2nd and 8 in shotgun. There's the snap. Back to pass. Throws right. Is it? Nope, it's incomplete. Thought for a second it might have been intercepted. Stops the clock at 5:51, and the punting unit will head to the field. All right, 3rd and 8. Good pass breakup by the Argos defense there. Between the 50 and the center line at the 55. Yeah, almost a pick. It was almost like the receiver had to play a little defense to make sure it wasn't an interception. There's the kick. It's away. It hits at the 5 and goes out of bounds. So inside the 10, the punter did his job. Unless, wait, did they say? Yeah, at the 1 they're going to mark this. Holy cow. Good job by the special teams of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Actually, we do have 5:30 to go. 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. They got to go 109 yards to get a touchdown. But it is Argos ball, and they trail by 11.
100. Oh, I forgot they have a 110-yard field.
Yeah, they call it the center line, but it's the 55-yard line.
Yeah.
So they number them by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah. We had a punter in his own end zone, had to avoid kicking it off the upright too. They were so deep. Yeah. So I hadn't thought about that before the game started. All right, we are at commercial. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Appreciate you watching. Happy 4th of July to people in the United States and around the world. Hope you're having a good weekend. Thanks to all who have hit like on the video. If you're new here and you like the live stream, please hit that like button on the video and hit that subscribe button to Sin Bin Stream. It'll help YouTube recommend us to other potential viewers, help grow the channel, and thank you for your support. All right. Yeah, apologies. Lost my feed at halftime. Had a brief power outage. It's been hot in the 90s or near 90s in Chicago area, Chicago suburbs where I'm at, and it came right back on. Luckily, I think my router didn't completely go kaput or need a reboot, so I was able to turn my computer back on and restart up the stream. And again, halftime, no better time to do it. All right, so we'll have a 1st and 10 for the Argos at their own 1-yard line. They're lined up in the shadow of the goalpost. We get a flag already, and the clock ran down to 5:20. So it'll be first and, I guess 10.5 after the flag. Illegal procedure penalty on the Argos. Again, they're still at their 1. I doubt they even moved it back. Terrific punt, terrific kick by the punter of Hamilton. Yeah. All right. We got 8 on the play clock. Looks like the clock has stopped. Now they snap it. Back to pass in the end zone. Avoids the safety, and it's incomplete on the pass. Wow, that was really close to a safety at 5:15 on the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up from their own 1. With 5:15 to go in the third, the Argos trail by 12. They're deep in their own territory. Had to avoid the rush that got from the left edge. Arbuckle tried to throw it to the left flat to a receiver, but he threw it just out of reach of his right arm. All right, clock is now rolling. Shotgun back to pass on 3rd and 10. Throws it, caught short of the first down at the 5 and tackled. And that'll be a 3rd and 5 coming up, and the punting unit will have to take to the field and kick the ball back to Hamilton. So good defense by the Tiger Cats. Get close to a safety on first down and get an incomplete pass. Then they forced the Argos to catch it short of the first down, and they rallied to the ball carrier and brought him down. All right, the punter is in his own end zone. There's 10 on the play clock. Here's the snap. The kick is away down the left sideline or near sideline, hits and goes out of bounds. Is that a penalty in the USFL? I didn't know. 4:07. Okay, didn't know that either. And I guess we got a timeout on the field. So it will be Hamilton's ball again with a 1st and 10. We'll check the penalty and figure out where the heck the line of scrimmage is. All right, so Haggerty had a kick of 50 yards to the 54, but it was out of bounds. So a legal punt. Well, that's interesting. So 10 yards, they get it at the Toronto 46. All right, I wasn't aware of that. I guess we'll just leave it like that. Some black here on the banner at the top instead of scrolling up for the red. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, nope, gonna have to stay here. The TV's asleep. I don't know what you were watching. Oh, but you didn't have guests there, right? Okay, never mind. I didn't know if you were going to watch, so I apologize. I thought you had left or gone outside. All right. So we're still at 31-19, and Hamilton has the ball in good field position after they won the field position battle in the exchange of by the punters. And apparently you can't kick the ball out by the punter, and it's a penalty. All right, 1st and 10 at the Toronto 46. Clock rolling. Under 4 minutes. All right, here's the snap into shotgun, back to pass, looks left, throws deep down the field, near the end zone, caught, and a touchdown by Lawler, his 3rd touchdown of the night. And the Tiger Cats have blown the game wide open at 37-19 with 3:45 to go in the third. And the hometown fans are upset. I'm sure there's plenty of Tiger Cats fans that made the trip, as Hamilton is at Lake Ontario, and it isn't that far from Toronto. It's closer to Buffalo than even Toronto is. Lawler, another touchdown grab on a fabulous pass by Mitchell. And that was good for 46 yards. And we got the extra point. The kick is on the way, and it's no good. It's wide left, so we are staying here at an 18-point lead, 37-19 with 3:30 to go in the third after the conversion kick, or the extra point kick. All right, so the ball will go back to the Argos, provided they don't fumble the kickoff or the kick return. What a play by Lawler. Just streaked down the sideline between the numbers and the sideline, closer to the numbers, and just beat the coverage and put his hands up. Ball was there on time by Mitchell. Gave him a little bit of a right-handed push on the back of the defender, but not enough to be called OPI, I guess. Guess you need a two-handed shove or an actual elbow extension like in NFL instead of just pushing the guy. All right, 37-19, 3:30 to go. As they continue to show the sidelines and Lawler celebrating, and why not? Here's the kickoff. And taken by the Argos on the near sideline. And they try the same play. They lateral it. They get it to the faster guy, who returns it to this time only to the 36. At 3:21 to go in the third. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Argos, who now trail in the game by 18. Mitchell on the sideline, smiling, and why not? All right, play clock is moving as the Argos have the ball. Oops, I didn't mean to move the camera. Sorry about that. And I did it again. I apologize. All right, back to pass. Throw Arbuckle to the left side. Number 30 catches it out near a first down. With 2:57 remaining in the third, they'll stop the clock and move the sticks as he was out of bounds, and we'll have 1st and 10 again for the Argos at their own 48-yard line for Toronto. Now the clock rolls. 2:50 to go in the third. Hamilton was 3-0 against Toronto last year. They just put the graphic up. All right, shotgun, back to pass. Arbuckle, left side, number 10 on the catch, and another first down inside Hamilton territory at the 48-yard line. Yeah, and that is still Arbuckle, number 4 at quarterback. He threw one to Laybourne and then one to Mittal. All right, they're showing replays. Here's the shotgun. Back to pass. Looked right, now looks left. Throws, left side, caught. And another first down with just over 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Argos moving the ball now with 2 minutes to go in the third, but they do trail by 18. He looked right, then he threw left, found a guy open, secured the catch, and they get back in formation. And we have 1st and 10 from the Hamilton 34. Shotgun, back to pass, looks right, rolls to his left, throws it out of bounds. Nothing doing with 1:39 to go in the third. We will have a 2nd and 10 coming up, and you got to imagine they're going to go for it. Field goal would only pull them within 15 at the 34. We'll see, though. I guess 15 makes it a two-score game or 2-possession game instead of a 3-possession game. So maybe a field goal is still in play, but let's see if they pick it up. Arbuckle has 142 yards passing. Mitchell, 280. Shotgun. There's the snap. Back to pass. Rushes on. He has to step up. Throws down the field. Caught at about the 15. Number 80. And tackled at about the 14. And a 1st and 10 coming up for the Argos as we have 1:05 to go in the 3rd quarter as they show the replay. All right. Shotgun. Back to pass. Looks right. Throws. Caught inside the 10. Broke a tackle. Let's see where they mark him. Oh, yeah, because he gave up the progress. They're going to mark him back at the 10. So about 2nd and 6, we'll call it. We'll see what they say here. With 2nd and 6 from the Hamilton 10 with now 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd. In shotgun. 3 on the play clock. Back to pass. Looking left. Has to roll to the right to avoid the rush. Throws in the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. With 3 seconds to go. Excuse me. In the 3rd. I apologize. Touchdown Argos, and it makes it a 37-25 game, pending whether they go for 1 or go for 2. Gotta think they might go for 2 to try and make it a 10-point game, but we shall see. Good. He looked left, had to avoid the rush because the left end or the right end came around the left edge. And applied the pressure. He rolled to his right and found, let's see. So this is going to end the, all right, they do kick it. It's up and good, and that should end the 3rd quarter. And it is 37-26 in favor of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. All right, good game. Every time Hamilton tries to pull away with it, the Argos, try to get it back. It's still a 2-possession game, though. But we got a 37-26 3rd quarter score as we await the start of the 4th quarter. Tremendous drive there by Toronto. All right, so we will have a kickoff coming up to start the 4th. Where is my quarter? There we go. All right, well, let's see. Got some decent views tonight. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Got some likes. I appreciate that too. If you're new and you like the live stream, please hit the like button on the video and hit the subscribe button to Simbin Stream. It'll help us grow the channel by getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers. Thank you for your support. Excuse me. .280 passing yards for the Tiger Cats, and Toronto has 176. 16-12, Hamilton up in first downs as well. All right. Just about set for the 4th quarter here. Happy 4th of July in the United States. Happy weekend worldwide. We will be back tomorrow night for Sparks at Fever, 6 p.m. Central, WNBA action coming up. And a triple header to cap off the weekend on Sunday. All right. From BMO Field in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is week 5 between the 1 and 2 Hamilton Tiger Cats and the 1 and 3 Toronto Argos. Return by the Cats, and they reverse field, and they're going to lose yards or not gain anything on that return at 14:51. So Tiger Cats ball with the 11-point lead and a 1st and 10 in their own territory. So Toronto could really use a turnover or a quick 2 and out here by the Hamilton Tiger Cats. All right, clock rolling at 14:40. I'll have to fix the clock elsewise. Handoff out of shotgun, ahead for maybe 5 yards, bringing up 2nd and 5 for Hamilton. All right, my clock's about 5 seconds behind. 2nd and 5. Let me try to. I guess I could. Yeah, let me fix it. I'll go up this way. That's about right. 14:03. 14 minutes to go. 2 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun, back to pass, 2nd and 5. Throws left and incomplete. Stops the clock for now at 13:51. We got a 3rd and 5. Oh, we got a flag, though. So what's this for? Hold on. Pass interference on the defense. So against the Argos, so that's an automatic 1st down. Unfortunately, if you're an Argos fan, that's a huge call, as it looked like the Argos were going to take the momentum in this game. But unfortunately, we get a DPI, defensive pass interference. Wow, I guess maybe he got into him before he was allowed to make the catch, but I don't know. This didn't look that bad. They are showing, he just pushed his left shoulder, and that was enough. The ref far away made the call. That stops the clock. We got a 1st and 10 at the Hamilton. Now they say 42. 13:50. Clock is now rolling in shotgun. Shotgun, back to handoff. Apologies. Delayed handoff to the left side. Gets maybe 3 yards to the 45, maybe 4 to the 46, depending on the mark of the ball. So we'll say it is 2nd and 6. So probably marked him at the Hamilton 46. Each team with 2 timeouts left. Oh, we got a stoppage of the clock at 13:17 for some reason. Bell has 10 carries for 45 yards. Oh, we got an injury, that's why. Injured player for the Toronto Argos on defense. The penalty was on number 2, McFadden. It was a 10-yard pass interference play. Bell just rushed for 4 yards. And number 95, Williams, is the injured player on the play. All right, we will have some more CFL coming up later this month, especially when the WNBA is off for the night. All right. 2nd and 6. We're about set to mark the ball back in play. Now the clock rolls. Shotgun. And still 12 on the play clock. The Hamilton was ready to snap it. Then everybody kind of reset their forward motion. 3 seconds. Man, that looks like they were offsides. Throw to the left sideline is caught and enough for a first down as we are under 13 minutes remaining. 12:50 to go. All right, 1st and 10 now for the Ticats. Number 17 on the catch, doing his best Devontae Adams impersonation. That's Bridges. He caught it for 7 yards and a first down at their own 53-yard line of Hamilton. So as they approach midfield, and the game approaches 12 minutes to go. Receiver in motion to the left. Oh, they were way offside. I guess you're allowed to. Down the right sideline, it's Lawler again. He's pushed out of bounds at 12:05. How is that not offsides? 1st and 10 again with 12:05 to go. Toronto's really going to have to shut the door here. Maybe they could give up a field goal and it would be a 14-point lead, but they have to keep Hamilton out of the end zone here, trailing by 11. If they get a touchdown, this game's going to be all but over unless they return another kickoff for a touchdown. Keep feeding Lawler. That's what he's saying, and why not? 6 catches, 207 yards, 79 long, and, of course, don't forget the 3 touchdowns. Handoff up the middle, and another first down inside the 20, near the 15, maybe the 16 at 11:37 to go. Another first down for Hamilton. And it was a shotgun and delayed handoff up to the left side of the line towards the far sideline. 11:18, clock continues to roll. And that was a Augustine carry for 12 yards. Shotgun, back to pass, looking over the middle. Has to roll to his left. Throws incomplete towards the left sideline. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 15 with 10:55 to go in the game. There's the replay. The rush got to him, flushed him out to the left side. An incomplete pass off his hands near the sideline. 10:53, clock rolling. Bringing up 2nd and 10. It would be a win here for Toronto if they could hold them to a field goal attempt and still have a chance to come back with 2 touchdowns in the final 10 minutes. Back to pass, looking, throws middle, and then what an unbelievable catch by number 85 for a touchdown at 10:31. Wow, what a play by the Tiger Cats. And they have blown this open. It's 43-26. They enjoy a 17-point lead, so it is a 3-possession game here in Toronto. And Mitchell is talking some smack at somebody. Number 85 with a diving catch. They lined up on the left hash mark. Shotgun, back to pass, looks, throws right under the goal post, or I should say under the upright, the left upright, and good. And let's see if we've gotten the kick yet for the extra point. Or are they going to? Yep, they're going to line up for the kick. Clock is, of course, rolling on the extra point. Snap, hold is down. Kick slides just inside the right upright to make it 44-26. Clock stopped at 10:14 to go in the game. Big 2nd and 10 pickup and a touchdown for the Tiger Cats, and Toronto really needed a stop there. It looks like, barring a miracle, it's going to be the Tiger Cats on top, picking up their 2nd win of the season and evening their record at 2-2 and getting back to 500. So that was Mitchell to Smith, number 85, for 15 yards and a touchdown. Threw it just under the left upright. And it was a tremendous diving catch. And a great throw as well by Mitchell, who's having a tremendous night. Is it fireworks already? It might be just people in the neighborhood, though. Yeah, it's a little early and not quite dark enough, I think, for the actual fireworks, as you may hear by the time this game ends. That, you know, in the next town over, they do it at the country club or golf club, I think, which is just a few blocks north of me. Can definitely hear them, and then we see what we can that isn't obstructed by the house behind us and the trees in the area. But all right, tremendous game here, tremendous show put on by the Tiger Cats. Toronto Argos really needed a stop there, and they could have held them to a field goal and only been down 14. Now they got to get 3 possessions in the last 10 minutes and change with 10:14 to go. Big 2nd and 10 pickup for the touchdown. Tremendous catch. He had to go up and high point the ball, extend his arms, and catch it on the dive. Great throw. Only he could catch it there. If he misses it, though, it would have been an easy interception, but it was a heck of a catch by Smith, number 85, on the Tiger Cats. All right. Again, 44-26. Let me see if I can fix the timeouts. Probably not. No. I don't think I can make it 2 of 2 timeouts for some reason. Oh, wait, settings. Nope. Yeah, I don't think I can fix that. It assumes 3 timeouts, I think. Oh, well, I apologize. It's not CFL specified overlay here. All right, should have a kickoff coming. Mitchell definitely was talking smack after the touchdown pass. Not sure to who. All right, come on. Let's go here. Oh, they're advertising the IndyCar race in July 20th. I guess on TSN. 51st career 300-plus yard game, passing yard game for Mitchell, as he is on his way to becoming the 10th leading passer in CFL history. He was like 500 yards away. Okay, so we got a ref reading something. Wait, what? I guess there was a penalty on the conversion kick. Wait, what? Wait, they took a point away from Toronto. I have no idea what's going on here. It's 44-25, and they took a point away from the Argos. So now it's 44-20. No, now what were they doing? I think the broadcast screwed it up. Yeah, gosh darn it. Now the kick is up and is good. All right, so now officially it's 44-26. I don't know why a penalty on Toronto made them re-kick the ball. And we got another timeout on the field now with, I got to check the time. I know it's less than 10. 9:58 to go. Okay, that was bizarre. 9:58 to go. It'll be Argos ball after the kickoff, after we now take another commercial break. All right, well, Still learning the rules here. Haven't watched enough CFL to know entirely what's going on. All right, so it is 44-26. Actually, wait a minute. Was it no good? Or is the play-by-play behind? Let me hit refresh. Yeah, it's 44-26. I don't know what that was about. Let's go back to the play-by-play. Wait, when I go to the play-by-play, then it shows 43. What is going on here? Okay, penalty, and now we're at the kickoff. So it's 44-26. I don't know. Finally, yeah, after they they were I thought they had taken a point away from the Argos. I was so confused, and it's just because they screwed it up on TV. They meant to take a point away from Hamilton, despite the penalty to oh no, I'm sorry, it was unnecessary roughness on Hamilton, and it was offset and objectionable conduct, so it was offsetting penalties. That's what negated the extra point, and that's why they had to re-kick. Okay, that makes a heck of a lot more sense now that I see they filled in what happened in the play-by-play. All right, 9:58 to go. Here's the kick by Hamilton, received by the Argos. They return it up the far numbers to about the 35-yard line at 9:51 to go in the game. Trailing by 18, so they need 3 quick touchdowns. And they need to convert extra points. Trailing by 18. Nick Arbuckle, 15 of 21, 176 yards. Sorry, 1 TD, 1 pick. Again, each team with 2 timeouts still. 9:42 to go now. Clock rolling. Shotgun, back to pass, looking right. Steps up, throws down the middle in double coverage. Tipped off the receiver's chest, incomplete, and he lost his helmet. And no penalty at 9:26. So they took a deep shot. Now they need to pick up this first down. And 2nd and 10 from their own 35. Hopefully Arbuckle didn't just get hit there. He's hobbling a little bit. So they took a quick deep shot. They only rushed 3, Hamilton, I mean. And yeah, he got thrown to the ground after the throw. A little late, if I might add, but I don't know the CFL rules. All right, 9:16. Clock rolling, 2nd and 10 from the 35 in shotgun. Throws left and breaks a tackle and gets the first down near their own 50. We'll call it like the 48. Great second effort on the play by the receiver. So incomplete to Daniels, and then this time they hit middle for the first down. A gain of 13. We got an injury though on the play to who is that? Peters is injured on the play for Hamilton. Apologies. At 8:52. And you might hear some fireworks going on in the background. I think it's a little early for the next town over's fireworks display, but yeah, it kind of sounds like it. Maybe it's dark enough they got started early. Okay. All right. Injured player is that the guy who missed the tackle? Yeah. It's the one that broke that middle broke the tackle from, and he's on his knees and hands, so again, it's at the Toronto 48. All right, he's on his feet, and he's walking under his own power to the sideline. I'm sure he'll get checked out before he's allowed to return, but we'll see Keep an eye on that with 8:52 to go. Now the clock is rolling. 8:45 to go in the game. 1st and 10 at their own 48. Shotgun, back to pass, throws left, caught short of the 55-yard line. Oh, pardon me. So under 8.5 to go. It'll bring up about a 2nd and 5, I believe. See with the television. Oh, of course they call it 4. My mistake. All right. 8:10 to go. 2nd and 4. Shotgun, back to pass. Throws right side deep down the right sideline. Caught short of the 10 at about the 11. And a 1st and 10 coming up for the Argos. So I don't know if they have onside kicks. If they could get a quick 2 and out next position, they might be in a position to get back into this game. Tremendous catch. Decent coverage. Just went up and got it down the right sideline or by the numbers. They're showing the replay. We're live. Shotgun. Throw to the left side and tackled down at, I think, the 1. So we got 1st and goal for the Argos coming up. And my caps lock is on. Excuse me. All right. 1st and goal on the Hamilton 1. Just a little over 7 minutes to go. Let's see what the Argos elect to do. Shotgun, handoff, left side in for the touchdown at 6:56. So the Argos, if they can just get a stop on defense, they might get back into this game. They've cut it to 12 with just under 7 minutes to go. And we'll see what they do. I guess you go for 2. I mean, but then if you kick it, you get to within a touchdown, 2-pointer, and a field goal. So let's see what they choose to do. And that was a touchdown run by Laborn, Laborn, 1-yard run. All right, they will go for 2. And we got a flag on the play. So what's the call? It's 6:34. It's right, the clock runs. All right, 6:34 to go. Illegal procedure on the Argos. Man, I would just kick it. Take the penalty or move the penalty yards back and just kick it. Give yourself a chance to be within. All right, they're going to go for it. 2-point conversion coming up after the 5-yard penalty from the 8. Shotgun and another penalty. I was about to take it down, and now we got a false start on the or illegal procedure against the Argos again. So they're going the wrong way. 44-32 with only 6:33 to go now. All right, take the so still extra point conversion or extra point coming up. 2-point attempt coming up. 10 on the play clock. They're just getting set. Now we're down to 7. 5 in shotgun, back to pass, looking, lobs it into the end zone, deep left side and out of the side of the end zone at 6:28 to go. There's 6:27 now. So no good on the 2-point conversion. And it's a 44-32 game. And if they have onside kicks, I would suggest the Argos kick one, because they have not really stopped Hamilton all night, and time's getting late in the game here. Oh, shoot, I did have a 2-point button. I was looking for that. Apologies, I missed it. It's below kickoff. It goes extra point, kickoff, 2 point, and I missed it. It's my bad. All right, provided it isn't onside or it isn't fumbled, the ball would be returning to the possession of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And excuse me. Again, happy 4th of July to those watching in the United States, worldwide. Hope you're having a good weekend. Thanks for watching and supporting this channel. We'll have plenty of NFL coming up in September. I don't think I'm going to do any preseason games, but we'll see. I know there's one Monday night where there's a game, and I might do it, but we'll see. Probably just wait for the regular season. And probably till the first Sunday in the regular season of week 1. Probably we'll be doing WNBA that first Thursday and Friday night. Which, as a reminder, please tune in tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central. We'll have the Los Angeles Sparks at Indiana Fever at 6 o'clock. Sunday, we'll have a triple header at noon, 3 and 6 p.m. Central. Doubleheader on Monday, single morning game Tuesday, and a triple header again on Wednesday. All right, here's the kickoff. And they kicked it fairly deep, and it's returned by the Ticats. Oh, and they break it to the right side. They're past the center line. Inside the 30, 20s, going all the way. And wow, each team with a touchdown on a kickoff return, and there's 6:13 to go. And so much for the Argos getting back into this game. It's now 50-32. Wow, what a return. Just terrible coverage, though, by the Argos. 50-32, 6:13 to go. They got it on the far side numbers, like at about the 25, short kick. Bunch of people fell down between the hash marks, and then there was nobody between the numbers and the near sideline that could catch him, not even in the picture. He had like a 5-yard lead on everybody and blew it away. Number 11 on the Tiger Cats. And they don't even have the kickoff return in the play-by-play yet. And we got a flag, I guess, on the play as well. We'll see. I might need to, let's listen in. Some penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. Maybe excessive misconduct, probably excessive celebration. Can't read it. I think it's Gooden Sr. that had I couldn't read his last name. It's something Wooden Sr. If it's Gooden or Wooden, something like that. I apologize. I'll check the play-by-play in a minute. Here's the kick for the extra point. It's up and good with 6 minutes to go in this game. And we'll have another kickoff coming up. And it will be Argos possession following the kick. Or maybe they'll return one. So this was, here it is. 86-yard return by Wooden. Okay, sorry. Wooden Sr., number 11, on the 86-yard touchdown kickoff return. Hamilton, objectionable conduct, 10-yard penalty enforced on the kickoff. So I would assume it was like excessive celebration. Big rivalry game, the battle for Ontario, and these two cities aren't that far away. Isaiah Wooden Sr., first year out of southern Utah. All right, 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns, one by each team in this game. Pretty exciting here. All right. Oh, sorry, forgot to give the extra point. It's 51-32, 6 minutes to go. Friday night football from Canada. Kickoff is in the air. Back to receive are the Argos at about the 25. They bring it up the far sideline near the numbers and past the 45 and out near the 50. We'll see where they mark it at 5:51. First and 10 for the Argos, trailing by, what do we got now? 19. So they fought back hard every point of the game, but they just got behind by double digits and have not been able to get any closer. It's been, I think the closest they were was 37-26. They were within 11 at one point in the second half. All right, clock is rolling. 5:40 to go. Shotgun back to pass. Arbuckle to the right side. Caught inside the 50 at about the 46 now of Hamilton, and clock stops at 5:31 because we got another flag on the field. Holding on Toronto, so bring it back. Not a catch. It'll be overruled by a penalty, and what's holding? Only 5, I think. We'll see what they call. Oh, it is 10. First and 20. I think earlier it was just a half the distance back to your own goal. All right, first and 20. Clock is rolling again. Shotgun back to pass. Arbuckle. It's tipped and dropped. I think it was tipped at the line, and then 95 dropped it. Should have been an easy pick. And we got second and 20 coming up. 5:16 to go. I don't know. I think it was just a bad pass. I thought it got tipped. 5:14 to go now. Whoops. 5:10. Yeah, I'll just let this catch up. Second and 20 from the Toronto 37. 5 minutes to go. 5 on the play clock. Shotgun back to pass. There's a penalty on the play. Completed near the 50. Their own 50, so they'll be short of the first down, but 4:49, the play is whistled dead, and we got another penalty. Man, this game had been so clean. There were like no penalties, and now fourth quarter's had some penalties. Brissett was on the catch, or the reception, but let's see what they call. Toronto, illegal procedure again. Yeah, it was, I don't know if it was a pre-snap penalty or at the snap penalty, but another penalty. And we have second and 25 coming up for the Argos with under 5 to go. Back at their own 32. They would have had a third and about maybe 6 or 7 at their own 50, but nope. All right, clock rolling, 4:42. Shotgun back to pass, throws to the right flat. It's caught by number 30 near the right sideline. Takes it out past the 40. Under 4.5 to go. It's third and long. Probably at least third and 15, maybe more. And a timeout taken at 4:26 by the Toronto Argos. They have one remaining. So let's see how many yards it is. I guess they're going to kick it away on third and, I was almost right, 3rd and 14. And they do stop the clock. And it sounds like the town fireworks are underway behind me, or continuing. Or it's just my wonderful neighbors, which it's illegal in Illinois. All right, Team 2, Argos down to 1 timeout. 3rd and 14, they do send the punting unit out. All right, Haggerty is back to kick. Here's the snap, the approach. The kick is in the air. Far sideline by the numbers, actually. returned by the sideline now, past the 36 or past the 35 to about the 36. 4:13 to go, and Tiger Cats are cruising, and this should do it. And we're just gonna wait out the final margin of victory, but good game here by the, like I said, the Tiger Cats. Just too much for Toronto. So that brings up a 1st and 10 for the Tiger Cats. And they're showing the last touchdown return on the kickoff for the Tiger Cats. All right, the clock is rolling. We're inside of 4 minutes. Handoff up the middle. They get maybe 3 to bring up a 2nd and 7. We'll see. 3:45 to go. $3:33 to go in the game. 2nd down. I think it's 7. I'm not sure why they haven't put it up yet. All right. 2nd and 7 from their own 40. It's Hamilton in shotgun, trying to take the play clock all the way down. Snap, or in shotgun, handoff to the left side. Number 34 takes it out for a 1st down, short of the 50-yard line, but it is, in fact, a 1st down. First and 10 at the 3-minute warning, I guess, is what the CFL has. So 51-32 Toronto. I'm sorry, Hamilton. Good gravy in Toronto, but 51-32. 3 minutes to go. All right, 19-point game, 3-minute warning, and a 1st down coming up for the Tiger Cats.
They have a 3-minute warning.
Yeah, instead of 2. Yeah.
How long are the quarters?
15. But the clock runs a lot. Like, the only time it stops is, like, after a touchdown, it briefly stops. Then they mark it back and play for the conversion, and then they roll the clock during the conversion.
XFL, like
UFL,
kicks.
yeah.
UFL.
And no, not no kicks. I said that the clock rolls on conversions.
No, I meant like for not extra points.
Yeah, extra points. 2-point or kicking for 1.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I think they're conversions from the 3. No, not rugby conversions.
No, I thought you meant like the XFL, like how they. do
UFL.
1 point
No. You can kick for 1,
That's what you meant.
or I don't know how long the kick is for 1, and then you go for 2, but from the 3.
Okay, that's what I say. Is it like
And the clock rolls or is spotted back in play, a lot. So, yeah, we're only, because it didn't start at 6:30, so we're under, we're only at an hour, less than an hour and 50, or 2 hours and 50 minutes, I should say. Yeah, game started after 6:30. All right, 51-32, 3 minutes to go, and Hamilton cruising and has the ball. Looks like a lot of the fans in attendance have headed for the exits early, as the Argo fans disappointed in their home squad tonight on the 4th of July. Friday night football. All right, still showing highlights, I guess. All right, back on the field, ready to finish this. Oh, clock is rolling. 2 seconds on the play clock. Snap, and it's a rush up the middle. Probably no gain. It's going to bring up probably 2nd and 10. We'll see what they call it. At 2:35, maybe Toronto just used their last timeout. We'll see. Unless there's an injury. All right. They still. Oh, actually, Hamilton took a timeout. Not sure why they did that. Seems kind of weird. All right. They have one left. So does Toronto. It was a gain of 1, so it's actually 2nd and 9. All right. Clock is rolling again. 2:20 to go. 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff to the left side. Maybe 2 yards to bring up 3rd and 7. And we'll see what they do here at 2:10 to go in the game. Kenny Lawler, 207 yards tonight. It is a career receiving yards, career high for Lawler. All right, 3rd and 7. The clock has stopped. Looks like Toronto used their last timeout. And Hamilton still has 1. Looks like they will send the punting unit on the field with the 19-point lead. All right, back in punting formation, the punter number 31. Play clock at 8. There's the snap, a little bit to his right, and he fields it brilliantly and punts it to the 20. Return and out of bounds near sideline at 1:58 to go in the game. So it is... oh, come on. Why is this not working? Toronto ball again. 1st and 10. But not much to be done here. Trailing by 19 with 1:58 to go. No timeouts under the 3-minute warning. You know, 1st and 10 at their own 32, unless they can get a quick strike. Get an onside kick if that's allowed. I don't even know. In the UCFL, let me know if you know. And then a quick score and do it all over again. All right, back to pass. Rolls to his right, has to get rid of it. Short of the receiver at 1:53. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Arbuckle under constant pressure pretty much tonight. He was intending to throw to number 86, Coxey, at the 40. 2nd and 10 from the 32. All right, 1:53 to go. This clock is stopped for the incomplete pass, I assume. All right, shotgun, back to pass. Throws over the middle for a 1st down. Leap to the center line and inside Toronto territory at 1:48 to go. I'm sorry, inside Hamilton territory. A 1st down for the Argos. Who is that? 18. That was Brissett on the catch on the 1st down. Back to pass, 1:42. Throws over the middle and caught and held on after a big hit near the 40. And another 1st down at 1:38 to go. Clock has stopped again. 1st and 10. Trailing by 19. Used both timeouts here late in the 4th. Middle with the catch. He looks a little banged up, but he's still out there. 1:34 to go. Shotgun back to pass. Throws over the middle again inside the 30 and another 1st down at 1:28. All right, 1st and 10. 1:28 to go. They're at the Hamilton 29. Clock is rolling. In shotgun. Receivers to the right and the left. 2 in motion. They throw it into the flat to the back. Near the sideline, he's pushed out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd down at 1:15 to go. I'll say 2nd, maybe 5. We'll see what we got here. All right. 2nd and 6, actually. Went out of bounds. All right, 1:15 to go. There's the snap. Back to pass. Throws to the left flat. And down inside the 20, near the 16. Should be enough for another first down at 1:08 to go. First and 10. 1:08 to go at the Hamilton 17. Looking for some garbage time touchdowns. Hamilton should still cover the spread. Shotgun back to pass. They will. Thrown inside the 10 to about the 7 for another first down at the 58 seconds to go. First and goal. At about the they mark them about the 6, maybe the 5. Shotgun throws over the middle to the right side, actually, just outside the uprights, and in for a touchdown. Excuse me, with 52 seconds to go. Excuse me. So 51-38 makes it look a little closer than it actually was. Let's see what they go for here. They going for 2? Yeah, it looks like they're going for 2. 51-38 from the 3-yard line. Snap, back to pass. Looking, throws over the receiver in the middle of the end zone, incomplete. And actually still 52 seconds to go. Apologies for the cough, and I'm just about out of water, but the game's almost over. All right, before we get out of here, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. The views help the channel. If you're new, thank you to everybody who's liked the video and subscribed to Sinbin Stream. If you're new here, first of all, welcome. Secondly, I hope you're enjoying the live stream. If you are, please hit the like button on the video. Hit that subscribe button to Sinbin Stream on YouTube. Doing one or both will help YouTube recommend us to other potential viewers and help grow the channel. All right, 51-38, 52 seconds to go. Should be just about over. Tremendous night for Mitchell of the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Oh, maybe you can hear the fireworks in the background. Not sure. I apologize for my cough. All right. Looks like they're showing onside kick as well. They're at their own 35. Hamilton's lined up, you know. Actually, they're at their own, 30. And here's the approach, the kick towards the sideline, high in the air. It's fielded by the Tiger Cats, no problem. Nobody got in there to hit it and jar it loose. Should be maybe 1 or 2 kneel downs. We'll see what happens. But Tiger Cats congratulating each other. Yeah, it was just a short pop-up kick. And Lawler, man, give it the MVP of the game, either Mitchell or Lawler. Take your pick. They both played phenomenal tonight. And he fields the onside kick. 13-point game in shotgun. At the 47 of Toronto, Hamilton hands it off to the right side. They push forward inside the 40. They whistle the play dead at 42 seconds. Should be, oops, sorry about that. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Hamilton will get to 2-2. They're 1 game behind the Montreal Alouettes. Or I should say 2 points. Looks like you get 2 points for a win. Maybe they give you points for a tie. Maybe 1 point for a tie. I don't know if they have ties. 2nd and 2. 39 seconds to go. Actually, clock is rolling. Should be just a kneel down situation here. They will not have to. Yeah, they're taking it all the way down. 3 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1, and maybe they used their last timeout. They did with 21 seconds to go. 2nd and 2. Yeah, wonderful. The dogs are going crazy in the neighborhood. Different start last 4 seasons. They were 0-4 in 2022, 0-3 in 23, 0-5 in 2024. In 2025, the Hamilton Tiger Cats are finally a 2-2 start in the last 4 years. All right, 22 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Should be one more play. 51-38 at the Toronto 39. 2nd and 2.
This was a blowout.
Yep. All right. It was 24-13 at half.
It was only 17 points.
Well, it's 13 now. But that was a garbage time touchdown. It was 19. All right, there's the kneel down. That should run out the rest of the clock. It's 3rd down. Oh, with 19 seconds. Why did the clock stop? Now it's rolling. 15, 14, 13, 12. There we go. All right, that'll do it. Thanks so much for watching on Sinbin Stream. Again, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, they didn't need to snap it again. That should. Oh, I guess they did. It was 3rd and 7. That'll do it now. 51-38 final. I cannot type Toronto for some reason. And the dogs are going nuts in the neighborhood. All right, 50 Hamilton Tiger Cats 51 and the Toronto Argonauts 38. Argos dropped to 1-4. Hamilton improves to 2-2. And again, please hit that like button on the video. Please hit subscribe to Sinbin Stream. It'll help YouTube recommend us to other potential viewers and help grow the channel. I appreciate your support. Hope you had a good 4th of July. If you're in the United States, elsewhere in the world, hope you're having a good weekend. And that's going to do it for me. No reason to really wrap up the stats, I think. But we'll just highlight Bo Levi Mitchell. 19 for 24, 332 yards, 5 touchdowns, a 79-yard bomb for his long. Greg Bell ran 11 times for 48 yards and a touchdown. Again, Lawler was the standout tonight. 6 catches, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns, including that 79-yarder. And for Toronto, we'll take a quick Nick Arbuckle, 27 of 38, 339 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick, 45-yard long. Not much on the ground for Toronto. 8 catches for 104 yards for Kevin Mittal, a touchdown, 31 long, and Coxie caught 5 for 76 and a touchdown, 45 long. That'll do it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow night when we return with WNBA action at 6 p.m. Central between the Los Angeles Sparks and the Indiana Fever. Thank you for your support. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And we'll see you next time. Oh, and take care. This is Sinbin Stream signing out. Bye-bye.